Guys, Diver Down Reefer here. Just wanted to give you an update on what's going on with my tank. Couple new things I have going on. It's been about three weeks or so since I put out a video. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on how everything's doing, and then go down below and show you what's going on down below. So everything inside is doing very well. I just fed these guys just about 15 minutes ago, so they might be a little bit closed up. I got this new frog spawn down here, is doing really well. Got that from Core Lust here a few weeks ago. Anemone's doing great, and you can see how this guy is totally encrusting on the rock. He's doing really well. Everything in the back's doing good. My Pallies are doing good. My Zoas are doing good, as you can see. My torch up there, he's looking beautiful. You can see all the coralline algae starting to come up on my rocks. I did move the pulsing Xenia from here. I had him here before. He's on a piece of rubber rock, so I kind of moved him to the back to open up a little space for my little new Duncan frag that I got from my LFS. He's doing really good. My Green Star Pop's doing really well. He's starting to spread on the rocks. I don't know if you can see that in the back there, but he definitely is. He's definitely growing really well. I really kind of want him to start growing over top of that whole arch. I think that would be a really cool look. I know they're kind of evasive and they'll go all over the place, but I like it. So that Pally right there, I fed him a little bit, so he's kind of a little bit closed up. There's my new torch I got as well from Core Lust a couple weeks ago. He's doing really well. Great little area. You can see the vibrant green and the purple tips. He's doing really good. I got a little flower pot down here as well from my LFS. He's about 17 bucks for that guy. He's a little closed up right now. I just fed him as well, but he's doing really well. That's a frag. That is a what is that thing? That's a mushroom frag that flipped over. I gotta flip him back over. Pally's doing good. I'm sorry, my Blasto's doing good. So everything in the tank is doing really well. Satosa, he's doing good. He's got a little bit of growth coming out of him. He's doing real well. There's my other anemone. He's doing really good. And my Duncan, my other Duncan, you can see all the heads growing out on him. Again, I just fed him, so he's a little bit closed up right now. But and there's my other frog spawn. I took him off the sand bed and put him there. He seems to be really liking that position right there. So I'm gonna probably take him off of that frag plug right there and glue him down right there. He seems to be doing really well there. And that's another frag that I pulled off. He's on a piece of rubble rock as well with a toadstool stuck to it. So I just put him down there. He looks kind of cool on the sand bed. He was a piece of the other frag. And there's my goby there, loving life. And that's where my clownfish hangs out underneath that arch just about all day long. So all in all, the tank's doing really well. I'll show you guys the back side. I have a little rock here. It's going to be full of zoas. I have to get a bunch more. And that toadstool is constantly, this guy right up here, this toadstool right here, you can see that chunk taken out of him right there. So he basically sheds pieces off them. It's kind of weird. They drop down to here, and this guy starts growing right onto this rock right here. In addition to my zoas that I have going on here, there's another one. So he's constantly shedding pieces off, and they're growing everywhere. So I'm gonna have to get rid of some of them. I don't want too many of them. And then there's my gold hammer right there. He's doing really well right there. I moved him in 15 different places around the tank, and he seems to really like it there. Actually, I have two heads on it that are splitting. So it's all in all, it's doing real well. I'm really happy with the tank and how it's progressing through. So just the other day, I'm going to come down below to my sump, my sump area here. I still have my CChem matrix running through my dual reactor, coming right in, running off of my manifold in the back there. My protein skimmer's kicking butt. I mean, it's really doing well right now. I just cleaned it out yesterday, and you can see how much skimmate I already have in it. I just have my heater in there. My Eheim's doing really well. My pinky floss right there, I have catching all the debris before it goes into my chamber. I just have a little bit more CChem matrix there. Still running my filter socks. I hate them, but I'm still running them for right now until I get those canisters from Australia. I did put a bag of carbon in. I haven't had carbon in it in about a month, so I figured I'd polish the water a little bit. Excuse me. Now over here, I built a little shelf for my one section over here, my name on it, and I got my Aqua 4-port dosing pump. I only have 2 running right now in these canisters I got from BRS. There's some of them out there, guys, that are 40, 50 bucks. These I think were $15 or $16. They hold about a half gallon of fluid in them. I have one for alkalinity, which I'm going to label here on the front a little bit better, but I have one alkalinity and one calcium right now. I have a magnesium one as well, but I'm not really dosing that quite yet. There goes my ATO pumping in. See what I do with my ATO. I have my ATO back there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but my ATO is back there. It pumps off up into here, and then it's controlled by that float valve there in the back. Okay, kind of a different way to do it, but I kind of like it. It actually is working for me, and it gives me an additional about 3 gallons of ATO water. So that is my new, my newest piece of equipment right there is my dosing pump, which basically, obviously, I have my 2 canisters here, so it draws off of that, pumps it out. I have the airline tubing coming from over the back there, and I just have it hooked up to one of these little air holders that I got from my LFS. Not really what I want, but I have one coming from BRS, the 4-port one that you can actually screw it down. So that's there just temporary for a couple days to hold it in place. But I programmed it last night. I had to prime the pump. You have to calibrate it to 100 milliliters that you're going to pump out, so it knows how much to pump into it. So I'm dosing. Right now I'm dosing 10 milliliters of alkalinity twice a day, and also 10 milliliters of calcium twice a day at separate times. I think I'm almost sure you have to dose them exactly the same amount, and that's what it said from the BRS calculator, that I needed to keep my alkalinity and calcium at right around the with alkalinity right around the 8.8 to 9 mark, which I did a water change in my tank yesterday, and when I tested my water, it was coming in at right around 9. So that's good. I want to keep it right around 9 if at all possible, and hopefully this will do it. I might have to adjust it, you know, here and there, but all in all, it seems to be a pretty good pump. It worked. So I just installed it last night, so I don't really have too much to go off of. But there's the pump anyway. And over here I have my controllers on the side. I have my remote control for my LED lights underneath. That's a remote for my lights themselves. And then I have my controller, my Reefdoser, EVO, and then I have my gyro pump right there on the side. So that's how I have it all rocking and rolling. So that's it, guys. That's basically my tank as of today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and my tank. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this video. Thanks, guys. Diver Down Reefer. Peace out.